Get that going. All right, so I'm gonna record it on my phone, which means you guys won't be on screen, but that's okay. And Lindsay, thank you so much for sending the link. I did not expect that, but we're gonna be upgrading the Zoom, so this will not be a problem in the future. Go ahead and find a seat. Go ahead and cross-leg. Do you guys have a block or anything at home?
No.
No? Okay, good to know. And do you have any straps or belts?
No.
Yes?
Sia, no, you're not in the zone. Go away, Sia. Go.
Yes, we do, Mom. My ankle.
No, that's not what she meant.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. Toss them off. All right, go ahead and find a nice, comfortable seat and sit up tall on your sits bones, and then roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Nice job. Riley, how's dance going? Good. You having fun?
Yeah.
Good. What's your favorite class this year?
Hip hop. I had auditions yesterday.
Did you really? How'd they go?
Good.
Good. Is that for Z Team?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good. All right, press your shoulders away from your ears and wear your crown very tall. Take a big breath in and exhale. Nice job. One more like that. Big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And one more. We're going to call this one a dragon breath. Are you ready? Big breath in. Dragon breath. Nice job. Inhale and sweep your fingertips to the sky. Exhale and bring a big rainbow around you from side to side. Inhale and sweep your fingertips to the side. And exhale, sweep them down. One more. Inhale, sweep your fingertips up. Exhale, place your right hand on the ground. Feel a stretch on your left side body. Open your arm and your armpit to the sky. And then curve like you're wearing a jacket. Open like you're opening up the sky, looking up the rainbow. And then close like we're recovering from the clouds. One more. Open like you're peeking open. And close. Place your hand all the way down on the floor. Walk your hands all the way across. Make a big circle. And when you get to the other side, let's plant our rain jacket down the side. And find a nice cover inside your rain jacket. As you inhale, open up your sleeve, open up your arm, look up at the clouds. Is it still raining? Go ahead and close your side, round the shoulder. Open up through your side, your armpit, look at the clouds. Big breath in. Exhale and curve, round through your shoulder, round through your spine. One more inhale, open up the chest, open up the side. Look at that, it's not raining anymore. Come all the way back to your seat. Look down at your feet. Look up at the sky. Look down at your feet. And up at the sky. Bring your head forward. Tilt your head to one side. Can you bring your ear down to your shoulder? Bring your head all the way up. Let's try the other side. Can you bring your other ear to your other shoulder? Nice work. Big breath all the way up. Wear your crown tall. Exhale. Let's try one more time. Right ear to right shoulder. Inhale. Bring your head back to the sky. Exhale. Left ear to left shoulder. Bring your head back to the sky. Go ahead and take your hands underneath your thighs. We're gonna rock and roll along our spine. Give ourselves a little massage. Nice work. One more and bring yourself all the way back to your seat. roll yourself forward and find your tabletop. Excellent job. Go ahead and tap out the tops of your feet. Can you make the bones in your feet loosen up? Good, tap them over to the left. Tap them over to the right. Tap them back to the middle. Good, put them down and start tucking your toes underneath. Like you're pressing the floor away. Nice job. All right, bring your knees just a little bit wide. Start rocking your hips from side to side. Bring your hips back to the middle, tuck your toes and press the tops of your feet onto the floor. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, press the floor, curve the spine, tuck your chin. Look at your belly button. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, look up to the sky. Exhale, press the floor, curve the spine. One more inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, press the floor, curve the spine. Find a neutral tabletop position. Tuck your toes. And then imagine your spine is like a nice big piece of spaghetti. And that spaghetti has not been cooked yet. How strong can you make your piece of spaghetti? Can you lift your knees and keep your spaghetti in line? Can you rock yourself forward and back while balancing the piece of spaghetti in your back? Sink your hips to the sky. Lift your hips to the sky and sink your heels down to the floor. Big bend of your knees. Lift your hips and then drop your head. Bring your head in between your arms. Big breath in. Big breath out. Riley, do you remember what this position is called?
Downward dog.
Downward dog. That's it, girl. Find your downward dog. Go ahead and walk out your dog pedal through your feet, pressing one heel to the floor and bending the other one. And then switching to the opposite side. How far can you walk your dog? Can you walk it all the way up to your hip? Maybe feel a little stretch on the side. What happens if we walk it very narrow? Send both heels down to the floor. Generous bend of your knees. Melt your chest towards your thighs. Eyeballs come forward. And then we're going to step our feet in to meet our hands. Big bend of your knees. Can you melt your chest over your thighs and let your head relax down? Go ahead and nod your head yes. And then shake your head no. Go ahead and grab both elbows. Let your head be loose. Maybe we find some stillness. Or maybe we rock from side to side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Place your hands on your shins and find a nice long spine. Maybe walk your hands all the way up to your knees. You make your spine flat like the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back down. Curve your chin at the bottom and peek up at your belly button. Peek. Extend your crown long, walk your hands up your shins. Big breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back down. Check out your belly. One more, walk your hands back up your shins. Big breath in. Walk your hands back down. Place them down on the floor and step back. Can you find a nice high plank? Nice job. Rock your body forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward, and then put your knees down. Release your toes, and then find a nice long, strong spine. Can you bend your elbows just a little bit? And press, and bend, and press. Nice job. One more, bend, and press. Nice, wear that crown tall and lower yourself all the way down. Place your hands on the floor underneath, and then place your forehead on your hands. Go ahead and rock your hips from side to side. Big breath in, big breath out. Bend your knees and bring your feet to the sky. And then rock your feet from side to side. Bring your feet back to the sky. Bring your left leg down to the floor. Reach back with your right arm. Bring your forehead back down to your mat. And find the space in the front of your hip flexor. As you breathe in, can you separate your knee from your hip? And as you exhale, can you press your hip flexor towards the floor? Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Release your foot. Bring your hand back around. Put your foot all the way on the floor and rock your hips from side to side. Find stillness in your hips. Bend your left leg. Reach back with your left hand to grab onto your foot. Bring your forehead back down to the floor and find a space in the front of your left leg. As you breathe in, can you make that space longer, reaching your kneecap towards the back wall. And as you exhale, press your hip flexor down towards the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Release your foot. Bring your hand back underneath your forehead and rock your hips from side to side. Bring your hands underneath your armpits and your elbows in nice and close. Lift your hips up and send them backwards. Bring your big toes together and your knees wide. A little cat-cow here. Drop the belly, lift the chin, and then sink your hips backwards to rest your forehead on the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk your hands over to the right side of your space. Feel a stretch of your left side body. Big breath in. Big breath out. Two more breaths here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last one. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk your hands back to the middle of your space. And then over to the left side. Feel a stretch in your right side body. And drop your forehead back down to the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Walk your hands back to the middle of your space. Bring your hips back up and your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes to realign your knees and rock your hips from side to side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring your hands out a little further from you and start walking your chest down towards the floor. Leave your hips high, but feel more of a stretch in your shoulders. Bring your chin to the floor. This one is called puppy pose. Have you seen your puppy do this? Big breath in. Big breath out. Can you tense your fingers and lift your shoulders up just a little bit? Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk your hands back in. And lift your hips just enough to sink them back. Go ahead and walk out through your dog again. Does this downward dog feel a little bit different? Press both heels down to the floor. Take a big breath in and lift just your right leg. This one's called three-legged dog. Nice job. Can you wag your tail, bend and stretch your leg? Wag your tail, wag your tail, wag your tail. Nice job. Place your right foot back down on the floor. Bend your knees. Bring your knees down to the floor. Drop your belly, lift your chin. What's this one called? Cow. Good. And then separate your shoulders and round your back. That one's called?
Cat.
Cat. Good. Find a long spine, tabletop. Lift your knees and find your downward dog. Downward facing dog. Send both heels down to the floor. Lift your left leg to the sky. Big breath in. Big breath out. Wag your tail. Wag your tail. Wag your tail. And put your foot back down. Bring your knees back down to the floor. Drop your belly, lift your chin. Find cow pose. Round through your spine. Press your shoulders away from each other. Check out your belly button. Find cat pose. Find a nice long spine, tabletop. Tuck your toes and float your knees. Hips to the sky, downward dog. Like a wave, ripple forward and find your high plank. Maybe take a couple steps with your palms. And then lower yourself down. We're going to take 5 counts to do it. Count them out loud. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Release your toes. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Look forward. This one reminds me of a snake. Do you know what it's called? Cobra. Cobra pose. Place your forehead back down on the floor. Let's find that cobra pose again. Go ahead, cobra pose. Where do you feel this one, Riley? Do you feel it in your back? Good, nice job. Roll your shoulders back down. Let's do one more cobra pose, but this time press your palms into the floor and straighten your elbows. Do you know what this one's called? Upward dog. So we had a downward dog and this is our upward dog. Press the tops of your feet into the floor and press your hands into the floor and see if you can engage your belly and lift your knees. That's your active downward dog. And then put your hands and put your hips down. Riley, do you remember doing this one in acro? Good, that one's a good stretch, right? Nice job. All right, bring yourself all the way back down. Place your hands underneath your forehead. Rock your hips from side to side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk your arms out long. And then bring your left arm out to the side. Bring it under, actually let's just roll. So place your hand underneath your shoulder and roll yourself onto your side. And bring your knees forward, like you're resting on a pillow. And bring your arm down that you're resting on and bring it right in front of your shoulder. And then bring your other one on top. We're kind of like a sandwich, aren't we? Slowly start to peel your top arm open to the sky. Maybe releasing your arm down to the floor behind you. Maybe stroking Riley. Hi, Riley. Love it. Slowly bring your left arm back in. Good. Extend your arms and your legs, roll back onto your belly. And then bring your right hand underneath your shoulder and roll onto your left side. Bring your knees in. Find your pillow. And then bring your pillow to the front. Stack your other arm on top. And then slowly roll your right side open. Can you keep your hips stacked while you open your shoulders? Spinal twist. Big breath in. Big breath out. Can you practice your dragon breath with me? Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice job. Slowly close up your right side. Bring your legs out long, your arms out long. Can you lift just your arms off the floor? Nice work. Place them back down. Can you lift just your legs off the floor? Nice work. Put them back down. Can you lift both arms and legs off the floor? Woohoo! Look at that. Nice job. Put them back down. One more. Lift them up. This time, can you swim? Nice job. And rest. Place your hands down underneath your armpits. Pull your elbows into your waist. Lift your hips and send them backwards. Bring your knees in tight. Bring your feet in tight. Sink your hips back. You can leave your arms out in front or take it a step further and bring your arms down by your side. Rest your forehead on the floor. Allow your shoulders to be heavy. Allow your back to rest. Allow your neck to rest. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, feel your rib cage expand, the backs of your ribs. And as you exhale, let your belly soften. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly place your hands on the floor and start rolling yourself back up. Look up to the sky, shine your heart forward. Big breath in. Curve your spine, look down at the floor. Big breath out. Place your hands down behind you. Bring your eyes forward. And then press your hips forward for a nice quad stretch. Big breath in. Big breath out. Sink your hips back down, bring your body forward. Good, sweep your feet off to the side and to the front. Extend your legs all the way out in front of you. Flex your feet and bend your knees. Sit up nice and tall and walk your hands down your shins. Can you reach your toes? Can you reach the bottoms of your feet? Nice work. Shine your heart forward, big breath in. And then as you exhale, fold and curve, allow your head to rest. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly walk your hands back up your shins. Bring your legs wider than your space or your mat. Sit up nice and tall. There you go. Riley, you could almost sit right in front of Mom and she can just rest on you. Love it. All right, sit nice and tall, flex your feet. Same deal here, press forward, walk forward. Start with the base of your spine. How far can you walk your fingers up with that nice flat back? There you go, nice work. Good, once you get to the end, big breath in, shine your heart forward. Exhale, drop your chin, rest your head. Big breath in. Big breath out. For extra support, you can always place fists or a block underneath your forehead. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk your arms over to the left side and your left leg. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Melt. Soften your belly. Soften your neck. Let yourself melt. Slowly start to walk your arms and your fingers over to the other side. We'll pass through the middle again. Notice how each side feels as you pass through the middle. Walking yourself all the way to the right leg. Big breath in. Big breath out. And melt. Big breath in. Big breath out. And melt. Big breath in. Big breath out. And melt. Soften your belly. Soften your neck. Unclench your jaw. Slowly walk your hands back to the middle of your space. Notice how your wide-legged forward fold feels. A little bit different now. Walk your hands back in. Bend your knees and tilt them back in. Cross your ankles or bring the soles of your feet together for our final pose. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Send the top of your head tall. Sweep your fingers to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thank you so much.
She's tired now.
Good, you should be. Ready for bedtime. Fantastic. I will